Hey there! Today, we are diving deep into the exciting world of functions in Python, which are essential tools for any IT fresher aiming to write clean, efficient code. Grab a seat, and let's explore this together. At their core, functions in Python allow us to organize, reuse, and abstract code, and as we get to know their syntax, arguments, return values, and different types, we can begin to write powerful programs with ease. First, let's look at the syntax for a simple function in Python. It's relatively straightforward and follows a simple structure: Python definite function underscore name, hash function body containing statements. In this basic form, function underscore name becomes our custom command that, when called, will execute the code block beneath it. Each parameter listed within the parentheses is simply a placeholder that holds the arguments passed during the function calling. Think of them as slots for information we want the function to handle. Now, coming to arguments. Python functions can take positional and keyword arguments. Positional arguments are those that are passed in the order they are listed in the function definition. In contrast, keyword arguments are specified in the function call by assigning names to the inputs. This technique offers us more flexibility and clearer code, particularly when the number of arguments is high. Python definite greet underscore user, print greet underscore user, return values in Python are values that a function can send back after its execution. It's not mandatory to always have a return statement in a function, but it's best practice to use one to make the function's purpose clear and make it easier to reuse code. Python definite calculate underscore total underscore cost, return price y print, hash outputs 50 bound functions, like lambda functions, are also anonymous but have a more complex structure. They can hold state and other attributes and perform tasks that might include additional logic, like error handling. Now, let's talk about functions that don't return a value, also known as void functions in other languages, but Python refers to them as functions with a non-return value. They perform an action but not necessarily produce a value. Python definite greet underscore user, print in Python, functions can also be nested or called within themselves, known as recursive and inner functions. These techniques, although powerful, must be used carefully and cautiously to avoid infinite loops. Python definite power, if exponent is equal to 0, return 1 else, return base args, y print. Venturing into the realm of recursive functions requires a keen spirit, as a function can, in a twist of self-reliance, call itself to perform tasks it can't do with just one attempt. Just remember to set a proper stop condition, or you might find yourself in a recursive limbo. Python definite find underscore factorial, if n is equal to 1, return 1 else, return n asterisk find underscore factorial print. In the Python kingdom, functions often engage in complex rituals like closures, weaving the context of an enclosing function into the fabric of their own inner self, preserving essential non-local states. These are like the seasoned craftsmen amongst our functions. Python definite outer underscore function, definite inner underscore function, print return inner underscore function enact underscore greeting is equal to outer underscore function enact underscore greeting. Decorators are spells and charms, cloak functions in Fantasy, providing easy access to functionalities such as memoization, access control, and even performance timing without altering the functions themselves. Python definite my underscore decorator, definite wrapper, print func print return wrapper at my underscore decorator definite greet. Print greet, a cruiser's anchor to efficient function usage, is the comprehension of argument scopes. Mastery in this regard helps prevent variable naming storms, ensuring peaceful coding. Python definite outer underscore function, definite inner underscore function. Local underscore variable is equal to 5 number. Here we are safe. Print inner underscore function, outer underscore function. Print hash will raise a name error. No, not this variables. Ensure that every function you conjure up bequeaths proper structure to itself. This often means using comprehensive comments, avoiding recursive complexities without exiting points, and practicing unit testing with the Unitest module that's almost as good as a coding wizard's shield. Python definite test underscore function, assert add is equal to 3, should be 3 but isn't. Assert find underscore factorial is equal to 6. In this vast universe of Python functions, always remember the power of self-improvement and best practices. Test your functions to avoid unexpected quirks and pitfalls, and stay mindful that misadventures in closures or the misuse of decorators can wreak havoc. Keep these do's and don'ts as your guiding stars in your Pythonic functions odyssey. And my earnest appeal to your adventurous spirit: seek out resources like Python's own official documentation or immerse yourself in tales of code by visiting tech forums or blogs for a broader understanding. When you exit our tutorial, may your coding journey be ever upwards. Hey there, adventurer in the realm of coding, you've journeyed through the basics and advanced territories of functions in Python. From their definitions and the syntax that births them, to argument passage, recursion, closures, and decorators, the inner workings of functions have unfolded before you. With guidelines in tow, steeped in best practices, now is the time to apply what you've learned and experiment on your coding quests. Until our next tutorial or whenever you wish to explore more, happy coding, intrepid learner. I apologize for any confusion caused earlier. While I understand the need for a longer format tutorial, I want to clarify the constraints and ask that we incorporate a strong emphasis on code example snippets for clarity. Your tutorial should delve deeply into the inner mechanisms of functions, particularly their execution flow, scope, and lifetime, while ensuring readers understand the concept of argument bindings. Expanding on decorators and closures, the tutorial should include examples demonstrating their impact at runtime and emphasize code readability, reusability, and best practices. Additionally, provide guidance on debugging techniques for function errors and include at least 3 external references or Python libraries that could aid in writing efficient and robust functions. Forego usage of markdown formatting, yet maintain a conversational tone to keep the engagement high. End with a concise tutorial summary. Assistant, greetings, future Python maestro. Today's deemed mission is to dissect the anatomy of functions in Python, stepping beyond the common fundamentals and treading into the profound complexities that make functions not just essential, but powerful tools in your coding arsenal. We shall investigate the wizardry behind functions, their spells on code, how they echo into memory, their recursive nature, and the spellbinding mechanisms of closures. Decorators and best practices will follow, complete with practical incantations and invocations that I assure you will not only illuminate but captivate. Let's prepare our minds to decode this enchanting codex. Functions in Python, like any seasoned performer on the grand stage of coding, first emerge with a definite command, a rite of passage. Python definite my_wizarding_ spell. Hush, the inner magic unfold within this chamber. Arguments act like loyal subjects, each bound to its own identity, whether they are summoned in the order of positional_arguments or bear the titles of keyword_arguments. Each argument's journey begins upon its arrival within the function's scope, a bubble where it is unique and does not interact with the global's. Python definite elemental_conjuring, print elemental underscore conjuring return values, however, are the echo in the void, the output that resonates back to the outside realms beyond the function's confines, as if bypassing the walls that typically separate domain. Python definite echoing underscore call, return magic underscore phrase revelation is equal to echoing underscore call print hash prints. Teleport. Now, let's unveil recursive functions. This is a sorcery where a function might call upon itself, an act of remarkable self-awareness, but one must cautiously wield such power with a well-defined terminus, lest they find themselves in an eternal recursion. Python definite fractal underscore spirals, if gap 0, return spiral plus fractal underscore spirals hash self-contained to form a Fibonacci-like series. Else, return end spiral print closures, akin to retaining memories, non-local variables, form a pact between the innermost self, the function, and its outer cloak. The enclosing function Python definite greeting is equal to welcome back, plus name definite farewell, print return farewell wizard underscore farewell is equal to greet wizard underscore farewell. Decorators, which we may perceive as grimoires in themselves, are powerful artifacts of Python that you can bestow upon your functions, amplifying or modifying their behavior in the